Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Todd and Erin noontime thing. This is the golf course, whatever it's called.
Look, it's almost like it's sunlight, like it maybe possibly is spring.
And
We even get a little bit for the next little while. It doesn't look like Mother Nature is going to punch us in the face till like Tuesday with rain.
Welcome to spring number 4. This is like hobbits having second breakfast, except not fun.
Except for, not even remotely as tasty.
Not even fun. Funny thing happened this morning. We have a news crew here, hardcore news, right?
Yeah. They're the part who actually have some journalistic responsibility.
And so they listen to scanners. We have people at night and people during the day. And then this morning, boom, the call went out. The scanner lit up. And they were calling at Shriners up in our neighborhood. And they were calling for tarps and their big screens, which they use to shade people from being able to see what was going on.
No.
And then
Wait, this is
more doctors, more ambulances, and everybody's piling on. Where a guy was listening this morning, and he was like, "Holy crap!" And so he calls his sources, right? And they call us sources, right? So he calls the fire department.
House. What about all the kids?
Calls the fire department, right? And they say, "Oh, it's the Great Shake-Up Day."
Oh, for hell's sake! Really, I'm sitting here freaking out because we live. I mean. Those are our kids. Yeah, that's our neighborhood. We've been in there a million times to help raise money for them. They were kind of our kids too, and it's like you suck. You scared the crap out of me.
They did it. So he calls the guy with the fire.
Thanks, Patrick. Thanks, Steve.
The information officer, and he calls him and he goes, "You're going to hear this crap all day. So if you hear something you're not sure, call me." Because he's got a big, long list of it and stuff, of all the places that are doing it today.
Can you imagine being the one emergency today? Like, no, really?
Yeah,
I'm
right?
drowning.
No, there is a friggin' earthquake. There isn't.
Oh, man. Well, the Great Shakeout has a very, very good purpose, and that is that we all live directly along the Wasatch Fault. And even though it hasn't had a big one for a while, eventually we're quite sure that's going to happen. We're all hoping it won't be in our lifetime.
In this case, it's not sure if it's subversion or just slip.
You're just showing off now.
The greats I used to live. We only live within 3 blocks of the Wasatch Fault.
I thought we were directly over it.
This is our goal in life, is to live as close as possible.
Something
Earlier
that
on,
can kill you
I lived in the Great Salt Lake Basin, Aquifer Basin, at a road station, liquefaction, 8-story building would go down, just into the ground. So anyway, enough about that. Earthquakes.
Wow, that was inspiring.
Wait. Oh, you know what? Everyone else is doing it. We should show them.
What?
Well, the nice thing about this is the fact that, fire, there's a lot of things to do. Drop and roll, stay low and crawl out and stuff like that. And a lot of different emergency situations.
Sure, okay.
There's like potential of doing lots of different things.
Okay.
We should demonstrate what your earthquake guide is. You ready?
Sure.
1, 2.
Okay. We're under the table.
It's a plastic table.
The chances are not really good.
It's a plastic table, folks. We're dead. And then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stage 2.
I wouldn't get under that desk.
Number 2. Get your way out of the rubble. So there you go. Oh,
okay. Would you mind me why you're taunting me with the sad, pathetic remains of my topiary?
It's art. Okay. No, I like.
That's really hurtful that you're taunting me with my failures.
Well, it's still screaming. I can hear it. Go ahead.
It's not like I don't feel badly enough about it anyway.
So I have this problem with my truck.
This is pretty funny, actually.
And I'm usually pretty zen. It explains itself. Just go ahead. Just show them. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my truck. I wanted to talk just a little bit today about how much I depend on my vehicle, because it gives me the freedom. It lets me. I've always felt this way about cars, and in the past, I've always put up with little, irritating things that might, a squeak here, a bumpy noise there. And my truck has suddenly decided to, My truck has decided to start giving me heart attacks as I'm driving down the road. It started about, 2 months ago. But it doesn't happen all the time. And because it doesn't happen... That's it! my windshield wipers just go off for no apparent reason. And I know it sounds maybe, I don't know, over the top, but that across the glass, that dry glass is just, and then it'll stop like now. No! So, I have now located, or going to locate, the fuse for the windshield wipers, because that way I'll just pull the fuse out, and then when it becomes like rainy weather or something, I can go put the fuse back in until I get and online and figure out what I have to do. Fix this thing. So, be calm. Be calm. I don't think I can take Xanax and drive a truck, can I? No. Alright, so, see, I get lulled into this sense of tranquility right now, see? I'm just like, okay, I'm relaxed from the last day it happened. And then it does that again!
Well,
if
okay
you have
then.
a suggestion, you're a mechanic and you might know.
Maybe that's something you could just
how
fix.
Right.
I
This
don't
is like
know.
people asking for medical advice on Facebook, which is always bad.
Do you want to hear the saddest story in the entire world?
Sure.
I mean, so sad that
Do I
it's just
want
like,
to?
I mean, just so sad that it's so beyond sad that it's like, oh, sad. All right, D. Jessup, he's down in Garfield County, and he wanted to do something special for his wife's birthday. Now, Todd is the romantic one in our family, so I'm always like, that's super romantic. I'm probably just going to get you a card, but thank you, because I really appreciate your romantic nature, because having a man be the romantic guy is wonderful. And God bless D. He had an intention. He was going to climb a cliff, then he was going to use his bow to shoot a lighted arrow into a heart that he had painted for his wife's birthday. So, intending to do that, he climbed up to the cliff and got his bow ready, and then he slipped and fell off the cliff and died. Which to me is just like, it's so beyond awful and so beyond sad that it's just like, you don't even know what to say. It's like, I'm almost at the point where like men don't even attempt to be romantic anymore unless don't even try, because I can't imagine anything sweeter and more awful in the same story.
That's horrific.
I know.
All right, let's get some information,
Let's go to Daisy. She's in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She is brought to you by Fink & McGregor Mortgage is made simple. Just go to fink-mcgregor.com. Also by Brio Technologies, your experts in lighting, sound, and video at brioaudiovisual.com. And by the New Millennium Financial Group. Do you have any idea what's going on with your 401k? They can explain it and they can fix it. utahsfinancialplanner.com. Daisy, my dear, what's going on today?
Thanks, Todd and Erin. Hello, everyone. Here's what's making news on Thursday, April 19th on GephardtDaily.com. A Salt Lake City man has died after he was shot by police following a multi-hour SWAT response to his residence on Wednesday. Salt Lake police have identified the man as 32-year-old Delorian Pitkevit. They say they were called to the scene on a domestic dispute at the house near 11th South and 11th East. Pitkevit reportedly refused to cooperate with the police. Several hours into the standoff, he made a move that officers found threatening, and they fired on him. The West Valley City Police will head the investigation. Police in Sandy are searching for a man they say stole a car after someone dropped its keys at a 7-Eleven. The theft happened on April 7th at the convenience store at 106 South and 700 East. The suspect, who was captured on surveillance, is described as wearing thick-rimmed black glasses, dark pants, and a camouflage print T-shirt. Police ask people to call if they have any information. And the Salt Lake County Health Department is warning that people who ate any food from Murray's edible arrangements between March 21st and April 13th may have been exposed to Hep A, a virus that can cause serious liver damage to those infected. The situation arose after an employee infected with the virus continued to work there preparing food. Only the edible arrangements store near 5200 South State is affected. For more information, contact the Salt Lake County Health Department. And time now for a look at your Wasatch Front weather, brought to you by Brio Technologies, Utah's premier audiovisual specialists, and by Magic Wash, home of the long-lasting ceramic car wash, with an outlet in South Ogden and a brand new facility on Antelope Drive in Layton. Expect calmer, gentler weather over the next few days with highs in the 60s and lows in the mid-40s. Skies will be partly cloudy, which will take any day over our recent hail and wind. That's it for now. For more news and weather 24/7, go to GephartDaily.com. Todd and Erin, back to you.
Thank you, my dear Daisy. All right, New Millennium Financial Group. I actually gave them a call because we were looking for a free consultation because
We don't know what to do with that $3.
well, no, but I'm the one that's supposed to be paying attention to like our retirement, and stuff. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We had a baby in her 40s, and I'm thinking about ever retiring in my lifetime. Anyway, the important thing is this. They said, let's do a free consultation. And they asked me some questions like, what other sources of income do you have, like a pension or Social Security? How soon after retirement did you want to start receiving income? Do you want to leave something for your family when you're gone? It's a lot of questions that you may or may not really think about on your own.
Right.
But they kind of go through everything very matter-of-factly and start getting some ideas. And, well, okay, if these are your priorities, let's do this and this and this. And because they're fiduciaries, they are bound to your best interest. They're not here to get a special bonus from somebody else. And it's kind of interesting. It's a very refreshing thing having somebody at your back kind of looking out for you. So if you want to, go to utahsfinancialplanner.com. They'll give you a free analysis of what's going on with your money. And you can't it's a huge peace of mind thing. I hadn't expected that. And they are, of course, the proud sponsors of Tell Me Something Good.
I gotta tell you something. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. I mean, every time I feel you're just a not smart person, you do something that totally redeems yourself. My wife was accepted to Yale University. For what? Here, watch this. She'll explain it for you.
I'm Professor Laurie Santos, a professor in psychology and cognitive science, and I'm excited that you're going to join me on this journey to learn a little bit about the science and also the practice of well-being. I started these lectures here in Silliman College, right here in my home, to introduce a small set of students to the science of psychology, and we thought that it might be so beneficial to Yale students, we wanted to bring it to a bigger group, and that's where you come in. You get a chance to watch these short lectures on the science of happiness, but also to think about how to develop these practices in your own life. That's why we've developed
Look at that. She
through
looks
the
like she's
Center
in
for
college.
Teaching and Learning a very
So
cool
when do you start? How much is it? It's free.
No, this is really cool. They've been teaching classes for 316 years at Yale University. But this one's amazing. This is their most popular class ever. It's Psych 157, Psychology and the Good Life. And during its inaugural year, 1,000 youngsters signed up for it like immediately. It was so popular, they said, okay, let's do this. We'll teach it online. And then they decided what we should do is we will let anyone enroll for free, which I think is so cool. It's a modified 6-week class. It's called The Science of Well-Being, and it's taught by a psychology and cognitive science professor. That was Laurie Santos, the lady you just saw. Now, it's on Coursera, and it's a free online college education platform if you want to go look it up, but I'm so excited. I signed up for the next one because I think it's amazing. Just the thought that I could have even a brush with Yale.
Are you going to join a sorority? We'll have a keg party. It'll be great. So anyway,
Hey,
you know what I want to do?
Christopher's.
Okay, top Christopher's 10 seconds worth because we're coming out.
All right, Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. Would you like to win dinner for 4? It's very simple. Just drop a comment no matter what time you're listening to the show or watching on Gephardt Daily, Gephardt Approves Facebook pages, or on the Todd and Erin Facebook page. We draw a winner every Friday. Boom, you're on your way. Good luck.
All right. Shall we show them the video? Or do you want to do one more story first?
Just one more really quickly
Okay,
if I
go
can,
ahead.
because this is
Go
cool.
ahead.
Samantha Snipes was 24. She was really worried about the future of her unborn baby, and as fate would have it,
Uh-oh.
fate came in and fixed things for her. It was a missed flight. Now, we've missed flights before, and it was never a happy ending.
Isn't
Never
it the
once were we
worst?
like, this is great. Maybe it just means a karmic opportunity for something
No,
better.
we never said that.
But in this case, it actually did. She was escaping an unhealthy relationship, and she missed the plane from Atlanta to Raleigh, North Carolina, where
Yeah.
she was going to get some help. She was 8 months pregnant at the time. She got on the last standby seat on a Delta flight much later that placed her next to a woman named Temple Phipps.
Okay.
Now, Phipps was in her early 40s. She'd been married before but never had children, and she'd always dreamt of being a mom, but she'd never had that chance. And as she was sitting next to the young mother-to-be, she struck up a conversation. Hey, what's your name? Hey, baby. Very cool. It's kind of one of the last flying days for you, huh? And talked about it. And Snipes said that she wanted to put her baby up for adoption, but she didn't have a plan, and she was scared and really worried. And so before they split up in Raleigh, Phipps gave her phone number, said, look, if you ever need anything, why don't you just give me a call? I'm here, I'm older, I probably can find you resources, let me know what's going on. Does this sound so familiar so far?
Yeah, here it comes.
3 days later, Samantha gave birth, and she was terrified. She still didn't know what to do, and so she called her from the hospital and said, "Could you please come and visit me? I'm freaking out," because any one of us who's given birth knows your hormones are crazed and all over the place.
We all know where this is going.
Vulnerable and scared. Well, in the maternity ward, when she saw the baby boy, Phipps immediately knew she was going to become his mom. Lying in the hospital bed, the birth mom's instincts took over, and she said, "Would you like to adopt my son?" And she said, I was literally shaking when she suggested this to me. She said everything fell into place. So she officially adopted Von Preston Phipps last August. And not only that, Samantha moved to North Carolina to be part of the boy's extended family. And so she could always be a guest at birthday parties. Started a photography business in the city. And then she and Phipps are considering writing a book about the meeting that changed their lives forever. How cool is that?
Part of it's similar to what we went through.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you verklempt.
minus the part at 10 p.m. at Target, going through baby stuff, because it was like, it just happened, and yelling the words, "We're having a baby!"
And all the other women in the aisle are looking at my flat stomach going, okay.
All right, so I'm going to the story. Northern England, revenge, maybe karma. This is how we're ending the show today. And basically, these guys went into a travel agency. They held them up at gunpoint. They took their money, and the video shows how thieves don't take care of their money. Let's roll that, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay.